Welcome back, everybody. This is Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy with another spicy chicken review. I'm continuing my series on locally owned sellers of fried and spicy chicken. Today, we're going to be looking at another local Minneapolis location called Dragon Wok. So, Dragon Wok is relatively new to my neighborhood. It's not very far away, but they've been stand-up members of the community since they moved in, by all accounts, and I hope they do well. They're in one of those locations that is unfortunately prone to high restaurant turnover. No place that has been there has lasted all that long since I've lived in this neighborhood. So hopefully Dragon Wok can survive that initial year and do well. Because I've heard good reports about them so far. And what I decided to do today, they have a selection of fried chicken. Now they have, your Kung Pao chicken, your orange chicken, that kind of stuff. It is an Asian restaurant. But they also have a selection of wings. So I went ahead and I ordered all 4 types of chicken wings they have. Now the boxes do not appear to be labeled, so I'm going to have to be guessing what type of chicken I'm eating as I go. So there's like a plain chicken wings using like a 5-spice blend. There are sesame wings, hot and spicy wings, which I'm looking forward to, and lemon pepper wings. So hopefully I'll be able to tell which is which from just an initial sniff and chomp. And we'll have to see. I'm going to be judging them, of course, on the quality of the fry, the quality of the flavors, how the sauce is distributed, just my general impressions. They are wings. I believe they are breaded and they are fried and then sauced for the most part, is my understanding. So, gonna dive in here, and we'll just see which box is on top. So first, those look like they must be the hot and spicy wings. I'm actually going to hold off on those. Sesame. So just from a visual inspection, I'm able to tell, luckily. So I do want to start with the plain wings. Okay, it looks like the plain wings are the only ones sans sauce. So I should be able to get a general impression of the base wing with no sauce from this. So, got a little drumette. There is some breading on here. Skin on. Seasoning appears to be, a sprinkled on dry rub of some kind. Guess I'm just going to have to take a bite. Tell you what I think. So I've got to say, it's pretty tasty. Definitely well fried. There's a lot of crispiness on the outside. The skin is a little on the chewy side, but that being said, I think it's a pretty good kind of chewy. Depending on how you like your wings. Some people like the skin a little floppier. This skin is not in that floppy zone. So, the meat on the inside is juicy. It's very tasty. This 5-spice blend that they've got going on there is very good. So, I like that. There's a little bit, almost tastes like a little bit of a numbing spice, maybe. I'm not even really sure. I should call them and ask what the 5-spice blend is. That may be proprietary information that they don't want to share. But it is a unique seasoning blend on a piece of fried chicken. I am liking it. Let me just take one more little bite, see if I can tell you anything else about that. You know, it's fragrant, it's flavorful. There's a little bit of spice in there, but I honestly can't tell you exactly what is going on with that spice blend. Very tasty though, very tasty spice. With that, you know, I'd give these wings, you know, solid preparation, good spice, good flavor. These are a solid 8, you know, in that 8 to 9 range, like an 8.5. Very good wings, I would say. So, I'm going to move on to what I believe are the lemon pepper wings. Now, there's a lot of sauce swimming around in the bottom here. So I'm just going to try to scrape a little bit of that onto the wing. And then we'll see what we're working with. Smells garlicky. Let's take a little bite. Yeah, so that's a distinct flavor from the first one. It's definitely, man, I feel like that must be a butter-based sauce. Garlicky, it's salty, saltier than the initial wings. A little bit peppery, just a hint of lemon. So the lemon pepper is light. It's not super peppery. It's not super lemony, and it's not super garlicky either. They're a pretty mild wing, but they are quite tasty. The fry and the quality of the chicken is very similar to the first one. So I would say if I had to choose, I would actually choose the plain wing over the lemon pepper. And that's just a personal preference. The butteriness of the sauce is good, and I could see that being something you would want. But the uniqueness of that 5-spice blend was really, really interesting. I really liked it. And I think the sauce on this is good. I just don't like it as much as the plain. So definitely very good wing still. Definitely in that 8 range still. I'd have to rank it a little below the plain just on a personal preference thing. I don't think it's worse. It's just my own personal preference on that. So let's move along to the sesame. Sesame now indicated on the menu that there was some spice. So I see some shallots in here. I see some sesame seeds. There's quite a bit of sauce. Very, very juicy with the sauce in here. Subtle aroma. Not a super strong, punchy in the nose type of smell. But interesting. So I'm going to have to take a bite. And we will see what the sesame tastes like. Excuse me, I'm going to need a napkin after this. This is very saucy. Well, excuse me about that. But that is a very juicy piece of chicken with all that sesame sauce on it. Now, spice level wise, this is a little bit of spice. This is like a 4, you know? Like, not similar in flavor, but perhaps similar in spice level to a little bit of a spicy pepperoni. let's say, where it's like, yeah, they call it spicy pepperoni, but it's only kind of spicy, you know. So a 4.5 on the spice-o-meter. There's definitely a sweetness to this one. A lot of sweet flavor coming through. A little bit of sesame. The breading really soaks up that sauce, so you get a lot of the flavor in the chicken from that. The quality of the preparation, I'd say, is consistent across all wings. I wouldn't be surprised if these were all just one batch and then sauced separately, you know. I'm getting a little more of that heat now that it sits, but not incredibly spicy. So sesame chicken kind of tastes like you might expect sesame chicken to taste. It's pretty sweet, a little bit spicy. You know, it's not a super complex flavor, but it is pretty tasty. So sesame, you know, I'd say I maybe like the sesame a little more than the lemon pepper too, but still not as much as the plain. Actually, I think those plain wings were extremely good. So this was also good, but the plain remains on top for the moment. And we have one more style to test today. We have what they call the hot and spicy wings. Now, I see a very red sauce in here. And I'm just going to try to get a little bit on the chicken there, make sure that it's coated well. You can smell a little spiciness on that. So that's a clue, I think, that this is going to be a little hotter than the others. I'm just going to have to see. I'm excited. Get a little more sauce on there. You know, in some ways, this is a little similar to the sesame sauce, but it is spicier. So instead of a 4 on the 6-o-meter, 4 on the spice-o-meter. Sorry, this is a 6 on the spice-o-meter. Got ahead of myself there a little bit. So, very similar. Still has that sweetness. You know, it's got a building spice. I'm starting to feel the spice build up. Flavor-wise, it seems like maybe this is I'm just feeling like it's kind of a sweet sauce, like a sweet and tangy Asian-style sauce. And maybe chili oil. I feel like I don't see flecks of seasoning in there, so I'm feeling like chili oil might be the predominant feature of the spicy sauce. It's quite tasty, and the heat actually is building even more as I talk. So this is a slow build on the heat, which would be something to watch out for. I think I could upgrade it to perhaps a 6.5 or 7 on the spice-o-meter after now waiting a moment. So definitely much spicier than the sesame. So if you like sweet and spicy, either of those would be a good choice for you if you go to Dragon Wok. If you like it a little less spicy, go with the sesame. A little more spicy, go with the hot and spicy. Now the lemon pepper kind of is in its own category in this group. It's just a different flavor profile than any of the others. So I think it's really going to be mood dependent. I definitely am going to get more chicken here. But I think it's going to have to be mood dependent, whether I get something sweet and spicy or the plain wings. The lemon pepper maybe just isn't for me. But overall, on average, the chicken wings at Dragon Wok, I'm going to give like an 8.5. I think these are very good wings. They're prepared well. They're well seasoned. They're tasty. They're juicy. They're good fried chicken. And if you happen to be in Minneapolis, you know, definitely try this place out if you like fried chicken. And if you're in the area and you know of some other chicken places that you think I should be trying in the Twin Cities area, let me know down in the comments, because I would definitely be interested in hearing. And other than that, I think, I'm going to give Dragon Wok a couple thumbs up here. Very good chicken. I haven't had any of their Chinese food or anything like that, so I'm curious to see how that stuff is. But if the chicken's any indicator, it should be pretty good. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope everybody out there is doing well, and I hope everybody out there is keeping it spicy. Thanks.